You PC gamers voted, and this gaming PC won by a landslide. I have done many Skytech Gaming PC reviews on this channel, and they almost always have some of the best price to performance values, but today we're taking an honest, in-depth look at the Skytech Viper. I guarantee that by the end of this video, you will know if this PC is right for you or not. We thoroughly tested the build quality, fan noise, thermals, and most importantly, the gaming benchmarks. We also break down its price to performance against the competition. Even if something that I reveal makes you not want this PC, just stick around because I've also lined up alternative PCs that I recommend for every budget. They'll be linked down below in the comments and description, as well as tagged directly on this video or using a QR code if you're watching on a TV. And as always, drop a comment if you have any other questions, and if you're publicly subscribed, I guarantee a personal response. Huge thanks to Origin PC for sponsoring this video. They hooked us up with two absolutely beastly systems, the Neuron and the Kronos. If you're looking for elite gaming performance and jaw-dropping presentation, the Neuron is an absolute showpiece. It features a stunning fully panoramic glass design that turns your high-end components into a visual centerpiece, and it's now available with interchangeable color panels in red or blue, giving you some really sick combinations. Inside our Neuron, we're rocking the ultimate gaming combo, a Ryzen 9800X3D paired with a 5080 GPU. It'll push max settings with real-time ray tracing, utilizes path tracing technology for mirror-like effects on textures, and gives you some insanely high refresh rates. And the Kronos, Origin managed to pack the same specs into a highly optimized small form factor case, combining the demands of power users and minimalists and delivering elite cooling through its steel mesh panels without sacrificing performance. Both of these systems are backed by Origin PC's world-class lifetime support and 24/7 US-based phone service. Hit the link down below to customize your very own Origin PC Neuron or Kronos today. And be sure to check out their special offers page to see their latest promos. Alright, now let's rewind back into the past real quick and check out what came in the box. First thing we got in here is your typical standard Skytech gaming mouse that comes with basically all their PCs. I actually really like this design. It's got these cool hexagon perforations that actually do help keep your hand from sweating during extended gaming sessions. You also get a Skytech gaming keyboard. All the regular keys felt pretty solid, but I will say the spacebar on these do feel a little bit cheap. Can't complain considering they're free though. And in the dark, all lit up, they look dangerously close to the more premium brands. You also get a very detailed user manual, some Velcro zip ties, and some extra screws. Then inside this little accessories bag, you get a pretty cool looking Asus shark fin antenna and your massive power cable. Now, as far as the design goes, I'm willing to bet that the large majority of you guys voted for this PC because of how slick this thing looks, but it's also engineered pretty well too. Perfectly balanced with 4 intake fans on the bottom and side and 4 exhaust fans out the top and back. And these top 3 fans are actually part of this PC's AIO liquid cooling system. And for those of you new to PC gaming, this is the most important part for keeping that powerful 9800X3D CPU cool. Using a liquid, this CPU cooling block transfers the heat from the CPU up through one of these tubes into a 360mm radiator at the top where the heat is spread out and then blown out the top. To the right of our CPU, the RAM that they included in this build is Patriot Viper Venom DDR5 RAM at 6000 MHz. We've got two 16GB sticks in here for a total of 32. Underneath the CPU, the main drive that they gave us in here is a 1TB Patriot P400 Lite SSD. And when we tested it, we got okay speeds. I guess you can't really be picky in this crazy SSD market right now. A super fast SSD is really only going to be helpful for copying large files or quicker load times. It's not going to affect your gaming performance at all. The MVP of this PC though is definitely the GPU. This specific one, a Radeon XFX Swift 9070 XT. This GPU is $700 by itself. It is a massive GPU, but even with how thick it is, there's still one extra PCIe slot available underneath it on this motherboard. The one in this build is an Asus B650 EM Max gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. And in the bottom right corner of it, you also have one extra SSD slot for more high-speed storage. And then spinning around to the back, I'd say pretty decent cable management back here. You've also got 2 more bays for 2.5-inch SATA SSDs. And lastly, in the top left, an XPG Core Shift 2 VE 80 Plus Gold 850 watt power supply. It's honestly pretty impressive that after adding up all the parts for this PC, it's actually less expensive to buy this pre-built than building it yourself. And as far as overall connectivity, we've got 2 USB-Cs and 10 USB-As, more than enough. Now looking into the software, if you're the kind of power user who lives in the BIOS trying to push your system to the absolute limit, there are more than enough tuning options to keep you busy. But let's move on to the flashy stuff, the lighting. You could use the motherboard's Armory Crate app software to manage your RGB, but honestly, don't even bother. Go grab Signal RGB instead. It keeps all of your internal components perfectly synced, and it's the exact software that I install on basically all the computers that I review. Not sponsored, by the way. They don't pay me anything to say that. It's just really cool, with a lot of really cool animations. Now, as far as the thermals go, you can see in our thermal imaging time lapse from computer off to full-on gaming that, as usual, we do get some heat building up on the glass right next to the GPU. Taking off the glass panel and moving in closer, we can see a little bit more in detail where specifically some of those hotter areas are. Mostly from the GPU, but also on that SSD drive without a heatsink there in the back. The large majority of my thermal testing was spent in actual gameplay. And these were our CPU temperatures for several different games at 1080p. Pretty cool overall, and looking at the averages, you can see that it's about where we'd expect it to be with this CPU and GPU combo. Now moving into 4K gaming, we're focusing on the GPU temperatures here because high resolution gaming puts a lot more pressure on the GPU and eases up on the CPU. And here you can see that in this overall chart that compared to the rest, it's almost the coolest GPU that we've ever seen in a pre-built PC. This is very exciting, especially considering how many people will be gaming at this resolution with top tier specs like this. And because everything stayed pretty cool, the fans did not have to work that hard either. This led to pretty low fan noise, hitting only around 41 decibels when the computer was idle, and only about 41.8 decibels when in performance mode during gaming. And as you can see in the charts, that's a bit better than average compared to the others. Now getting into the performance and gaming benchmarks, and up next, the most important part of this review, the price to performance ratios. For Cinebench R23, which simulates its 3D rendering power, you can see that just like all other PCs with 9800X3D CPUs, not the fastest for rendering for creative tasks. But stay with me because the gaming performance is a different story. And we got similar results in our other main 3D rendering benchmark as well. Our V-Ray performance score again shows the CPU in this PC to be in that ocean of 9800X3Ds that struggle in that type of task. For actual gameplay though, these were our average and 1% low FPS numbers that we got for several games at their highest preset settings at 1080p, 1440p, and 4K gaming resolutions. Not bad at all. These are some pretty respectable numbers. Then averaging all 1080p gaming FPS together and putting it up next to many of the other gaming PCs that we reviewed, you can see that we have some pretty satisfying overall FPS numbers here. Then with 1440p gaming, you can see that we moved up on the charts as far as overall average FPS are concerned, but actually fell behind a little bit with the 1% lows compared to PCs with 5070 Ti's. And then at 4K gaming, it caught up a bit again, even with the 1% lows, and still dominated in its pricing category for overall average FPS. And now for the best part of these reviews, the price to performance ratios. Right now at the time of this recording, this PC sits at 2280. And that's actually a really good deal for a PC with these specs in this insanely inflated PC market right now. Looking at the price to performance charts, you can see that it's one of the best value PCs that you can get with an incredible dollar per FPS ratio. But HP just made a major move. If you look at the top, the Omen 35L Stealth that I reviewed a while ago is now on top. And since I benchmarked that exact PC, here are the exact FPS that you can expect at every resolution. But if you want top tier performance and can actually afford more than this PC that we reviewed today and can push closer to $3,000, then I would get this Andromeda Insights with a 5080. I also tested this exact configuration, so here are the exact FPS that you can expect for each game at the highest graphic presets at every resolution. And if you really like that one, there's also a 5090 version for the ultimate highest performance that you can currently get in a gaming PC if money is not a factor. Another benefit with Andromeda Insights PCs is that you get a 2-year warranty, which is double the standard. But an even better deal than that is the Skytech Skytech O11V with the exact same specs for less than $5,000. I also reviewed this exact configuration of this PC, so here are the exact FPS that you can expect for each game with the highest graphic presets at every resolution with no DLSS. I know a lot of you prefer to buy from Best Buy, and usually they have some of the best pricing, but for some reason this specific PC is hundreds of dollars more expensive on Best Buy than a Newegg. So you may want to abandon your Best Buy loyalty for this specific PC. But overall, I'd say that yes, I definitely would recommend this PC that we reviewed today. The thermals, price to performance value, low fan noise, and obviously a pretty popular design make this one a solid choice. And if you do decide to purchase this PC or any of the others that I mentioned, then please remember to use my affiliate links in the comments and description below, or tag directly on this video, or using a QR code if you're watching on a TV, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. And it's actually a major factor in keeping this channel going and getting better and better for you. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date with all of my latest tech and gaming PCs. PC gaming is awesome, but please trust me, do not let it take over your life. What helps me mentally is getting outside, staying active, eating healthy, and spending more time with my family. Also, studies have shown that reading the Bible at least 4 times a week can massively improve your mental health, and I can attest to that. And if you are a little skeptical about the Bible, then check out the book or documentary, The Case for Christ.